So, what age were you diagnosed with diabetes?
I was diagnosed at age 7,
7? With type 1 or?
type 1 on January 11th, 2001.
um, and do you keep a running record of your blood glucose when you take it?
Um, Normally, I usually keep it on my tester. I test 3 to 5 times a day, usually, and I put on my tester, and then I'll take my tester to the doctor, and the doctor can pull all my numbers off of it and figure out how to improve my numbers by increasing or decreasing
Oh, all right.
my insulin ratios.
And how often do you go to the doctor to do that?
Usually every 3 months, I think.
Okay. Um, what kind of blood glucose monitor do you use? Do you know?
I use a couple different kinds. Right now I'm using a Max Link, I think, and then I also use a lot of the One Touch because those have the graphs on
Yeah.
the meter and stuff like that.
Do you like those better, or why did you switch? Have you switched from like older
Well, I
ones, or?
switched to the Max Link because I used to be on the pump, and it would interact with my pump, and
Mm.
so I could test my blood, and it would show up on my pump, and then my pump would tell me how much I need to correct,
Mhm.
and then I can just say okay, and then but now I'm off, and I'm used to that tester, and I just stayed on it.
Yeah. Um, and you're pretty active. Do you play football and lacrosse? Do
Yeah.
you play any other sports?
No, no,
But you weightlift.
yeah, in the off season, usually every day, and then I used to horseback ride. Right now, I just don't have the time.
And would you be able to? You wouldn't be able to wear the pump while you played, or were you?
Well, yeah, that's the problem I ran into is I'm not comfortable with having it on in the playing surface, and so my blood kind of I lose control of it, and so I put myself on shots because it's it's easier to maintain.
Mm. Um, and what's your least favorite part of the meter you currently have?
um, that I have to prick myself every time. That like it's not like attached to me, and I can't have it just tell me my blood because there is a meter out there, but I have to be on the pump in order to use it, and just I'm off the pump right now because of my sports and stuff.
Um, what's your favorite part about the meter you have? Do you like anything that?
It's really small and it can fit in all my backpacks, my pockets, and all that kind of stuff. I can take it anywhere.
But you have to carry your monitor and then like other things
And
with
then
you in the
the
bag.
my monitor, the strips, and the pricker, and then an alcohol swab or I just wash my hands.
Okay. Um, when you're like out with friends, do you ever feel like that you're out of place, or do you go out off to the bathroom when you're at restaurants or in public to do it, or do you?
At the beginning, I did, but now I'm used to it, so it's not like I'm scared to just pull out a shot and give myself an injection. I mean, I'll sit down and kind of step away. That way, I'm not in the middle of everything, and someone else doesn't accidentally get stabbed by the needle. But it's not really as much as an inconvenience as it used to be.
Um, with the needles, do you take those back as like medical waste? Do you save them here, or do you just throw them
I
away?
usually just cap them and throw them in the trash because dealing with the medical waste is a hassle.
Yeah. Um, do you have a cell phone you use?
Yeah,
Is it a regular cell phone or a smartphone?
it's just a normal flip phone.
Okay. Um, uh, would you want your monitoring system like you don't write? Do you write down your
No,
blood glucose
I keep
levels?
it all, but it would be nice to have it like in the cell phone or something, because the reason I went off the pump is because I don't like having like two cell phone like things in my pockets at all times, and so it'd be real nice to have that type of. It'd be a lot easier.
Well, off that, like if you could design your own blood glucose monitor, what kind of features would you include? What makes it easier for you?
The strips to be inside of the meter. There's a lot of them out there, but it's like it only holds like 7 or 8. It'd be nicer if it held like in a normal jar. It holds like 25. It'd be nicer if it was like. I understand that it needs to be of size because the strips need to be a certain size, but there's just a lot of extra space in there. So it'd be nicer if it held more strips, and maybe just a pricker included. That way it's all in one system and it's not 3 different things that I have to.
Yeah, in a bag.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Well, I think that's all I was gonna ask.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
That was pretty easy.